Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. I have a very important and interesting article talking about how the virus is shutting down mining production and it hurts silver the most and gold the least. So I'm trying to share the most relevant, up-to-date new articles that really explain why or how this virus is affecting precious metals prices, supply and demand, and everything under the sun that has to do with the world of precious metals. So make sure you smash hit the like button in all my videos. Let's see if this video can get 200 likes. Every single one of you that's watching this video right now, hit that like button. It helps the video out so much. It helps support me. If you support me, if you love precious metals, I'm busting my butt every day to give you guys the newest, latest information. So liking the video is the least you can do. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. The like goal is 200 likes on this video. I know we can reach it. So anyways, the link to this article from Kitco will be in the description. So all of the virus shutdowns have impacted silver mining production the most, according to global data reports. The virus pandemic has forced governments across the globe to shut down many non-essential businesses, and in some cases that meant mining. And we need mining to kick back up, to ramp back up, right? Especially as the demand is dwindling, or the demand is skyrocketing, and the supply is dwindling. The latest report from global data looked at different mining sectors and how they have been affected across the globe. Silver fared the worst, while gold was hurt the least out of all major mining sectors the report looked at. And that's because they focused more on gold. A lot of silver is found from byproduct, by accident, basically, when they're digging up gold, lead, or zinc. So silver is definitely going to get the upper hand, or at the worst card, dealt the worst card in these situations, because not many people focus on digging up silver. They're focusing on where the cash is, and that's gold and lead and zinc. So there were temporary shutdowns introduced by more than 1,600 mines across 32 countries as of April 3rd, the report stated. Since then, the total mine shutdown has already dropped to 729. Aside from temporary shutdowns, the mines that were functioning at reduced capacity, limiting the number of workers to on-site, minimized to spread the virus. So even if there are mines working, there's limited people, so they cannot get the same amount of production up as they normally would. At the end of the day, silver production was hit the most by temporary shutdowns. As of April 27th, there were an equivalent of 65% of yearly global silver production still on hold. Mexico and Peru were some of the top ones, which we'll go into in a second. Companies that withdrew production guidance included First Majestic, Hochschild, Hecla, and Endeavor Silver. In comparison, 32% of uranium production, 23% of zinc, 19% of platinum, 14% of nickel, 14.4% of diamond, and 12% of copper were all placed on hold, and even more. Lockdowns still remain in Peru until May 10th, Mexico until May 30th, and Bolivia until April 30th. So the CPM group also ran calculations to see how badly the silver mining sector was hurt, estimated that 21 million ounces of output was lost so far. At the very least, based on the current duration of mine closures until the daily output until 2019, the mine closures in South Africa, Peru, and Mexico should result in a lost output of at least 21 million ounces of silver. And that was released on Tuesday in the Silver Yearbook of 2020. From a price perspective, silver's been lagging behind gold this year. Panic mass sell-off triggered by the virus dragged silver prices to 11-year lows in March. Since then, the precious metal has recovered, but still trading well below February highs. Spot price for silver last traded around $15.16 an ounce, up 0.07% on the day, while May silver COMEX prices were last down $15.25, up 0.52% on the day. Analysts see a lot of potential in silver as demand is expected to pick up as precious metal embraces new positions in the commodity world in infrastructure precious metal, right? We have EVs, electric vehicles, which is silver's widely used for. especially as we go in the EV era or the electric vehicle era. Every car is going to be an electric vehicle within the next 30, 40 years. We also have 5G technology, which silver is widely used for. Scientists discovered a way to make silver 40% stronger without losing any electrical conductivity. And yes, silver is the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity. So definitely we need silver. And silver's going to be needed more and more and more. So while gold naturally gets most of its attention in a macro environment of aggressive monetary support, we feel there's an opportunity emerging in silver. As governments seek to further bolster economic recovery, we anticipate silver-intensive areas such as 5G and solar technology could well benefit from any fiscal impulse, making silver increasingly the infrastructure precious metal. Colin Hamilton, head of commodities research at BMO Capital Markets, wrote in a report in April. So in short term, some analysts see good upside potential for silver in comparison to gold. Given one, silver's relatively healthier spec positioning than gold, and two, a historical high gold to silver ratio, we think that silver prices could play some catch up and outperform gold prices in the coming months. And they're looking at this 3 to 6 month range. That's really where the price forecast for silver is. So the fundamentals supporting silver are very solid, Wheaton Precious Metals CEO Randy Smallwood told Kitco News last week. The fundamentals behind silver are about as good as I've ever seen. The industrial demand and its applications are truly important to society. Its high efficiency in electronics and antibacterial applications, also solar panel, silver plays a role in that world that is getting more and more concerned about efficiencies. We want the best performance for the least amount of material, Smallwood said. And that's definitely true, right? Because you got to think about this. If some other metal could replace silver, it would be for a lot more money, right? Look how much cheaper gold is, or silver is, compared to gold. Silver is 112 times cheaper than gold. So if we used another metal, the newest, latest iPhone would be much, much more expensive. Production demand or production cost would be booming through the roof, and our gadgets, all the stuff we use silver for, or that silver is replaced with, would be much more expensive, including cars, cell phones, solar panels, even the antibacterial world. So we definitely want them to keep using silver, and they want to keep using silver because that lowers production cost. That's going to help them out. That's going to help them make a lot more money as well. We even talk about the case for like $100 silver. Who's going to pay that? Well, the big business companies are still going to pay that price because $100 is still a lot cheaper than $1,700 gold, right? If we replace silver with something, even $100 is still cheap, and especially to them, they need silver. We want silver, but they need silver. There's a big difference between wants and needs, and when someone needs it, especially to make their product, we want them to be using it as well. So I definitely think that silver's not going anywhere, and I think that with the virus spreading, it's definitely affecting production on a much larger scale than people realize, and that's why I wanted to make this video, to share the reality of how much silver we really have and how it's not as much as people think. If we see a rising demand and a slowing supply, that's going to shoot the price up, right? Low supply, high demand shoots the price up. That's investing 101. So anyways, I just wanted to swing this around to you guys to really share, how this virus is affecting everything across the board on a global scale. Right? It is not just America, it's not just Mexico, it's not just Peru, but on a global scale, things are getting heavily affected by this, and it's definitely going to be interesting times to see if we can pick things back up, and we have a lot of catching up to do, because yes, we might start trying to ramp up production in 2020, but for the last 7 years, we've been abandoning silver mines, right? Because it's not as profitable. They're chasing the dollar, and they've been focusing more on gold and lead and zinc, so it's definitely going to be interesting. But anyways, I wanted to share this video with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you thought this video was educational, informational, or just entertaining, please make sure to smash the like button. Liking the videos is the least you can do. We have a like goal for 200 likes on this video. I definitely think we can reach it, right? Even if like a fourth you guys like the video, we'll by far complete the like goal. So please make sure to do that. I'm busting my butt every single day to give you the newest, latest, freshest news in the world of precious metals, so you can invest accordingly, so you can invest profitably profitably and successfully, right? I want my audience to be well informed, well educated, and well prepared, as things could change from the snap of a finger very easily, right? Especially in these crazy times right now, things can get very tricky, and I want to make sure you guys are always prepared with the newest, latest information. That's why I'm always checking the newest, latest articles. Any new information comes out, price changes, price forecasts, you're going to hear it here first, ladies and gentlemen. So anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.